LAC is a company I founded almost 30 years ago. It started as a staffing firm for libraries only and library personnel, and it's evolved over the years as library services have evolved. So we provide staffing, we provide managed services where we manage an operation, and then we also work on a project basis, and we do a lot of consulting, like strategic analysis of what are your information resources, auditing them, benchmarking them. Anything to do with the library is what we work about. It didn't start out as LAC. The company was called Library Associates, and we decided to kind of drop the name library as we've moved beyond the library walls. But when we first started it, I saw a need for a staffing organization that specialized in placing information professionals, and that's how I started it. So that's how it began. I myself was a law librarian working in a law firm, and decided I wanted to be an entrepreneur and use my library skills along with it. Some of our markets rise and fall, like the law industry went through a big recession, and our government contracting business was booming. Right now, federal government's flat, legal's booming. So being diversified really helps you grow and maintain. Well, I am a librarian, for one thing, so I can sort of practice what I preach. I think librarians undersell themselves in many ways. I also think they get pigeonholed, whether the world pigeonholes them or they pigeonhole themselves. And I think the skill set of a librarian is much broader and much more applicable in other areas than just being in a library. And finally, and I think ultimately libraries are transforming and in many cases going away. Maybe not in the public sector so much, but certainly in other fields, the library is dissolving. I mean, people want their physical real estate back, and everything's virtual and digital. So I think the role of the librarian can be much greater, and I've always been an advocate for that. And frankly, I think librarians are underpaid. And I think if they change how they sell themselves in the marketplace, I think the remuneration may follow and hopefully increase. What I saw is the old days, because when I started, the computers were just the big things on the floor that IT people took care of, and we didn't have much interaction with them. Obviously, that's changed, and computers are an absolutely integral part, and smartphones and all the other devices that one uses. And librarians have always kind of been at the forefront on the application side of using technology and using those devices to find information. And I think that skill set will just continue to evolve as we evolve as humans and technology. And AI and all of that that's coming into play right now, I think there's a real role for information professionals to be purveyors of that and to understand that, interpret that, and figure out a way to use it. And I think the fear of being replaced by it is ridiculous. So I think the future is even more of an embrace of technology and leading the way with it.